Hello everyone and welcome to another How Lucy's review. Today I'm reviewing Dragomino, subtitled My First King Domino. This is a game published by Blue Orange Games and designed by Bruno Cathala and Marie and Wilfred Fort. And this is a fantastic game. And now some of you who are familiar with King Domino may be thinking, King Domino's pretty simple. I play that with my kids all the time. You know, my first King Domino, like what's the deal here? How do we simplify King Domino even more and yet still have it be interesting? Well, we're going to show you here. If you're not familiar with King Domino, it is a fantastic domino kingdom building game, and it is really great. They have King Domino, they have Queen Domino as well with Age of Giants expansion, all these things, as well as coming out this year in 2021, this fall, is King Domino Origins, which looks really cool. And so I've just really enjoyed all the games in this line. And so I thought I'd show you Dragomino today. So I'll go ahead and show you what comes in the box here. You open the box, we have our rules, of course. The rules set and everything in here. Again, the gameplay is very simple, but just even the layout and everything, very clear, easy to follow instructions. Starting with, you know, the aim of the game here, setup, it lists all the contents. It has everything that a good rule book, I think, has, including illustrations and examples. Not only that, but there is a variation included, which I will explain as well. So yeah, the rules, excellent rule set there. Let me slide this over. Okay, the other thing that you have, you open the box, is a great insert. So, you know, some games you open it up and it's just a bunch of stuff sliding around in there. Some games include baggies. It just depends on the game and the publisher and what they decide to do there. Fantastic insert for this, okay? Everything fits in here really well. Not only that, but it's really easy to, as you can see, there's notches here to pull out the dominoes itself, as well as all of these dragon tokens. Again, if you don't have these little notches and stuff, and you just have notches that fit this, which I've had in many games, it can be really kind of hard and frustrating to get them out. This one makes it so easy. So everything fits in here great. You're not jamming anything in there. The lid closes great with the rules. So really well designed insert with this game. As far as the components go, you get this really cool purple dragon meeple, wooden meeple. Very cool. This is a start player token, as well as will be a point at the end of the game for whoever has that. So very cool. And then let's talk about the other components are all some very nice cardboard pieces here. They're not just like a normal, you know, kind of punch. Like they're nice, really nice and thick cardboard pieces. And then on it, you'll see kind of a shine there. The front and back is kind of has this nice, I don't know if it's a coating or just, I guess, a different layer, right? But it's nice and smooth and will keep the dominoes nice for you. Okay, so that goes with the egg tokens here as well. Okay, let's go ahead and show you. The egg tokens, slightly thinner cardboard here, but really still thick and nice quality, similar coating or, you know, feel front and back there. The artwork is really good. It's nice to see again, very simple artwork, but very awesome stuff. So components, quality, very, very good. The artwork, you'll see more and more as we go. I love the backs of the cardboard dominoes here. Again, it's not overdone, but it's just like the dragon scales. It kind of has like these like little kind of slash marks. It's dragon scale like, but it looks like rocks. Just really, really cool. And then just show you some of the artwork close up. Again, not overdone, like it doesn't detract from the game, but there's all these cool little details with like the bones and the flag in all of these different terrain. Let me show you some of the other terrain. You got the mountain and kind of the lava. And so really, really cool, simple artwork, but really, really well done on those dominoes. And the eggs as well. Let me show you. So in King Domino, your goal is trying to match the dominoes, and you get eggs, and they will either have an empty eggshell, no baby dragon, or it will have a baby dragon inside. And so matching the type of terrain that it kind of hatches from, so they kind of go thematically with what those are. So really, really fun artwork and components for it. So let's go ahead and show you a little bit of like what the gameplay is, and like, again, what I meant by simplify but still have things interesting. One of the things with King Domino that can be frustrating for kids is the fact that you have to match terrain types, okay? What I mean by that is, you know, like in King Domino, like in many other domino games, whenever you place a domino, you have to match the same type, same number or same type of terrain, at least on one of the components. You know, I could place it like this, even though these don't match, but one of them has to match. So that's one thing that Dragomino opens up, right, and makes more free, is that limitation. I could, in this game, place my pieces like that. There's no limitation. I'm not, you know, limited with that, or be like, oh, I get this tile, I can't place it somewhere. So the other element of this that King Domino encourages, doesn't have to, but variants encourage you to build a, you know, in a 2-player game, you can do a 7x7 grid, or you can do the 5x5 grid, or whatever it is. You're trying to keep a shape, where Dragomino, you don't have that either. So it's very, very free form and focused. What I like about that is it keeps it focused on just the actual goal and gameplay. And so those two things are really one of the biggest changes that kind of helps it be my first King Domino, is because it has a lot more freedom in how you choose tiles, place tiles. There's not as much forward planning strategy as, you know, as in King Domino. So I think that's really good. I think it does it well. The last thing is scoring. You know, Dragomino does an excellent job at keeping it very, very simple, very visualized for younger players as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you just the gameplay here, because it's very, very simple, very simple indeed. You're just going to shuffle up all your tiles, which very simple to do. You're just going to take some piles, you can kind of block them in there. It's kind of fun to shuffle up dominoes. Every person is going to start with one of the starting tiles. They are double-sided. They're exactly the same thing. However, you may have noticed the banner earlier. That is for the different player. You still kind of have a player color, but then really that's kind of all you have as far as a player color, in air quotes, right? But yeah, so you start with these. They're double-sided so that they're easier to find amongst all the other dominoes. So you can very quickly pull these out again for another gameplay, or, you know, have them pulled out and on one end as you store it. So everyone's going to start with that, and you're simply going to turn over 4 tiles. The youngest player is going to get the dragon meeple. I'm sure they'll be very, very excited about that. And they would then take the first turn. Now, the thing here that you'll notice without King Domino, you are placing these, you know, your meeples down to claim these, and then you're looking ahead at other ones. This one, we're just playing round by round, and whoever has the starting meeple, which will change eventually, has the first go, and they can pick a tile, and they can say, well, I think I would like to take this one here, and they can place it however they wish on the board, maybe something like that. For each new match that you create, you are now going to draw. You can shuffle these up beforehand. You're going to draw one of these really cool ice eggs, because we were in the ice one, right? So you're going to draw one of those eggs and flip it over. Ooh, I got a dragon. Look at that. It looks so happy and cute. And I can place it on that connection there. Okay. The goal of the game, or the winner of the game, is the person who has the most dragons. Okay. Now, as I mentioned before and shown, some of the dragon eggs don't have a dragon inside. And I think this is a really nice mechanic, especially in a kid's game, is to have movement or have something happen when you don't get a dragon, okay? So if I don't get a dragon, I immediately claim the dragon meeple now, and the mama dragons are going to come over here. And now someone could, you know, take this and basically hatch a dragon, or, you know, get another egg that's empty, and then they would then take that from me. The round ends once everyone's taken a tile, and the others are discarded. Simply discarded, and you pull out 4 more. You continue to play the game until you've turned over and everyone's chosen and all the tiles have been gone through. And that's kind of the basic gist of the game. There are some other things included in it. So the other thing that's interesting is it's not just the matching, you know, if you match one of the colors, you get one. I just want to demonstrate again. I know this is a starting tile, but if I were to play a tile like this here in the future, I'm actually having 2. This is matching on this side and this side. So I would draw 2 dragon eggs, increasing my chance of getting some more dragons. And I drew one with that one, so I would be able to claim the dragon there. And so then that's the other great thing about this. It's the scoring, right? The scoring is so simple because at the end of the game, all you need to do is pick up and grab all of your dragons that have hatched, and if you have the dragon meeple, and they're all worth 1 point, and whoever has the most dragons is the winner. So that's the other element that I really, really like. There's no restrictions, restrictions enforced as far as like where to play a tile. You can play it anywhere, really. And I think the kids will grasp very quickly, you know, well, I want to match as many as I can so I can get as many dragon tokens as I can. And, you know, even with that, oh, I didn't get a dragon, but you get the meeple so that you can choose first next time, hopefully. And at the end of the game, if you still have it, you get a point as well. So very, very fun game. It goes very quickly. So that's another nice thing, is that it's not going to drag on. You're just going to play through all these tiles and it goes pretty quick. It says 15 minutes on the box. I think that's pretty reasonable. And, you know, if you've played it a few times, I'm sure it's probably even quicker than that. Tiebreaker. So the other element that I appreciate is the tiebreaker plays off of the eggs, right? So if for some reason, or for some, you know, there is a tie, of the number of dragons. Then you go to whoever has the most empty eggshells. So even though that, yes, this isn't a dragon, it does kind of help you or set you up if you're getting tokens. You want lots and lots of tokens because that is the tiebreaker. Okay. I did mention the variant, and it's a very cool, simple little variant, is some of the tiles here have watering holes like this one. I was going to see if I can find other ones. So like this one as well. If it has one of those watering holes and you match it, so if you're matching one and at least one of them has that, it does a really cool thing. Instead of drawing one dragon tile, so here we have our desert eggs. Instead of drawing one like normal and putting it on there, what this allows you to do is actually pick up two and choose which one you want. I like the dragon. And then I would put the other one anywhere on the board that I like and put it back in there. I could shuffle it back under, however you want. And then the game continues. And that can happen multiple times. You know, if you had like this watering hole and then there's a watering hole in the other one, you would be able to pick up two eggs for each of those instances. And a really, really great variant, because then it just, again, it gives, there's kind of this like, ooh, I really, really want that tile, but, oh, I'd be able to make more matches with that one, so maybe I should get that one instead. So there's some really nice little nuances with that. But that is Dragomino. I really, really enjoy this one a lot. I think it's great for the kids, and it goes very, very quickly. And I just love that very quick mechanism there. And I think the other thing that this teaches, and the other thing I wanted to touch on before I close here, is the things that the kids can learn kind of from this game. So I just wanted to quickly point out, so here we have our green, here's our gold, here's the black and the red, and this other green. There's like the light green, and then there's like the dark green forest, okay? Now, you probably can't see too well, so I'm gonna kind of pick these up. So there's a different amount of tokens in each of these, right? So there's there's more light green than there are red. There's a lot more desert tiles than other tiles. I mean, just one more, but you know, there's more tiles. And what that is you can actually have a discussion of probabilities. A very simple probability, because each of these stacks has, I believe it's 7 dragons. Yes, 7 dragons in each of these. So 7 dragons in a much shorter stack, you're going to have a much higher chance of actually getting a dragon. Now, of course, there are empty eggs as well, but you can see mostly dragons. Whereas if we're looking at the gold, there's going to be a lot more empty eggshells in this stack. And so that's, you know, follows up and works with how frequent the different tile terrains come up within the game itself. Obviously, because the higher chance here of getting dragons with the red eggs, there's actually, just even looking at these tiles here, it happens, this type of terrain happens a lot less frequently. So that's something there. And then, of course, at the end of the game, very, very simple addition or counting. The kids are just going to count up the number of dragons they have for points. Nothing really complicated about like board setup or anything like that. They're just going to simply count how many dragons they have. So that is Dragomino, and it is available now, and it is a great little game. And if you like dominoes, you're looking for something for your kids, this is something that, you know, kids, I think, will pick up really, really quickly. Of course, you have the cute artwork and the fun little baby dragons. that go with it, and it just works really, really well. Happy to enjoy this one, and that is how Lou sees it.